guys, welcome to another Cook With Us video. We got 6 kids this weekend and they're loud, so you'll probably hear them in the background. Probably a kid gonna run down right now. Alright, so today we're gonna make a super easy flatbread that I started making it when Jessie would make me salads and I wanted a little more substance. So I started making these flatbreads. I kind of put the salad mixture on top of it and eat it. It's also good for like pastas and for dipping, just kind of if you want to make something just super easy that's flatbread type of a thing. So it's really just 3 ingredients plus water. So you just have flour, baking powder, and salt, and that's it. So I'm going to show you what I do. It's probably around 150 calories. Since flour is 100 calories per quarter cup. So per quarter cup. So it's 100 calories for every quarter cup, and I'm doing 1/3 of a cup. So we'll show you what we do.
All right.
So I've got the flour in here, and this is one of those things where measuring isn't required. Only with water, you want to make sure that you're just doing a little bit at a time. But as far as like the ratios, not as important. But I got 1/3 cup. I've got 1/3 of a cup of flour right here. And I'm just gonna sprinkle in. And I try to, when I'm pouring salt, I usually try to find like a darker background to just.
Yeah, you're not seeing that. That's fine though.
So just sprinkle some in there, and then with baking powder, same thing. I kind of shake some in. If I had to guess, it's probably about 1/2 teaspoon. And so I just pour a little bit in there like that. And then I'll take a whisk.
It's because you're a professional, so you don't have to measure.
So with the whisk, I'll just whisk the dry ingredients up like so. And you're gonna want to use warm water. So I will, got the warm water preheated. So just sprayed some in there.
How much would you say?
I don't know.
Well, we need an amount.
Less than 1/3 of a cup. So
less than 1/3 of a cup. Okay.
Yeah. And it's gonna be super.
Oh, hold on, we have a kid.
All right, so I added probably a little too much water, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of flour. You want it to be a little more, not as thick, because the baking powder, in order for the baking powder to kind of be effective, it needs to be fluffy and not like hard like a biscuit. Then what you're gonna do is, on a clean surface, which I pre-cleaned, I'm just gonna put some flour down and dump this down on top of it. And I'll start just moving it around to where it'll start getting flat but not falling apart. Like I said, you want to start more kind of fluffy, wet consistency than you do with a more stiff, because that's what's going to give you that fluffier bread. So we're getting there, so I'm just going to flatten out a little bit. And then the pan right now is on a lower heat. So this is what I end up with.
Okay.
And so I'm going to put that on the pan. And we'll see it fluff up. Alright, so you can see that it's starting to rise when it cooks. We'll flip it over. Possibly.
Don't burn yourself. Probably takes, what, 1 minute?
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of time. And it's gonna just get, like I said, this is a super easy flatbread that's really fluffy, and that's what I like. You could flatten it down a little more, and this is actually a similar recipe that I use for making if I want to make like a homemade tortilla, but I'll just make it a little thicker and I'll roll it really flat. But this would actually be good for like a naan if you wanted to make like a Thai dish or an Indian dish and you wanted to do like a naan. Also, we did it last weekend. I cut it into strips, but I added garlic powder to it. And
so you could really just add whatever
yeah,
seasonings you want to it.
Yes, we're about done.
We good?
And then we can tear it open and you can see. So it's just a, thicker, fluffier bread.
Hold on, it was having a hard time focusing. Let's see that again.
So this is it, torn open. It's just a thicker, fluffier.
Okay, go ahead and taste it. Let's see what you think.
And I will put, let's see. We have a really good peanut sauce.
It's a different peanut sauce than the one we usually make, which we'll be doing a recipe on that too. How was it? Wonderful. All right, we will be putting the recipe in the description, and we hope you like this short video. We like doing these quick recipe videos to help all of your vegan, plant-based needs.
Yeah.
See you later.
Later.